everyone, welcome to Minimal Mindful Mama. I'm Katie Mixon and I love helping busy moms to simplify their lives so that you can enjoy your motherhood. Today we are going to be organizing my kitchen. It has gotten quite out of hand. Typically I spend my weekends trying to catch up on dishes and such, so we're going to be doing some of that, but also my cabinets are very disorganized. I feel like there's a lot of things that have kind of gotten shoved to the back, so I want to go through all of that today and organize it. If you have something that you've been needing to organize, I'd love if you do it along with me, or even if you just do some dishes with this video on. That way we can accomplish things together and come away with our houses being a little bit better. Be sure to like and subscribe down below, it really helps me out. And if you ring that little bell button, you'll get notified when I upload new videos. Let's go ahead and get started. First things first, I'm going to tackle this pile of dishes. I've been super behind on dishes, so I'm really hoping that I can catch up and get them all done this weekend. Our dishwasher is broken at the moment, so I've been washing all of the dishes by hand, so I've gotten pretty far behind, and I like to let the dishes dry for a little while before I actually put them back in the cabinets as well, and so it just looks piled constantly. While I wait for those to dry, I'm going to be wiping the counters. I really enjoy a cleared off counter. My husband does like to have some of the appliances out on top of it. Otherwise, if it was just me, I would probably have the counters totally clear all of the time. But we do keep a few things on the counters on a regular basis. But honestly, these have just been covered in dishes for so long that cleaning it off is going to feel so much better. Next, I'm going to start organizing these cabinets. They are just very disorganized. I haven't done this in a long while. So even if I don't find anything that I need to throw out or declutter, it will just be so nice to have it put back in order. This particular cabinet we mostly use as a pantry, as we don't actually have a pantry in the house. And so I'm going to be organizing this. It's felt very full recently, but I have a feeling that once I go through and organize it a little bit and decant some of the items into their containers, that it won't actually be nearly as full as it feels. I'm also going to give the shelves a quick wipe down because they're looking kind of dirty. I got these spinning spice things from Aldi and I love having them. I used to just put my spices in pie plates, but these are so much nicer that they're able to spin, and they were relatively inexpensive, and it's just a really helpful storage method to be able to see the spices that I have. I'm gonna take a quick break to make some coffee because I am gonna need some coffee to keep this project going. I get very overstimulated by visual clutter, and so if you notice these pink bins at the tops of my cabinets, that's a method that I've found to help reduce some of the visual clutter in my kitchen. So I use them to store loose odds and ends. So I have one in the pantry bin that we keep our snack bars in, and in these ones at this top of the cabinet, I have one that's for baby items such as bottles or snack containers, baby food containers, etc. I have one for our specialty kind of food items, so the jars that I put our homemade vanilla in, as well as little sushi dishes and things like that. And then I have one for all the small little lids and containers that I have. That way they're not all over my cabinets, cluttering it up. I still have them accessible when I need them, but since they're items that I don't reach for as often, that way I don't have to see the visual clutter of them, and they're stored away in these bins. So if you're like me and you get easily overwhelmed and overstimulated by visual clutter, I highly recommend utilizing this as an organization method. Around this point, the baby woke up from his nap, so he's going to be joining me for a little bit of this organizing as well. Next, I'm moving on to my lower cabinets. These are especially disorganized. My kids have been learning to put away the clean dishes, but they're not 100% sure where everything is supposed to go just yet. And so it's been really interesting trying to find where they might think that things would belong. But hopefully after I get this really well organized, it'll be much more apparent to them where things should go. I'm also going to be storing away some things such as my crock pot, since I won't use that nearly as much now that we're in the warmer weather months, as well as my roasting pan. I typically use that mostly for Thanksgiving or Christmas. So I'm just going to move those items towards the back, as well as my very large soup pot. I don't think I'll be needing that as often in the summer months. I actually found a couple things in here that didn't belong in this cabinet at all. And I also found a lid to a pitcher that actually had broken. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of that. Next, I'll be tackling the silverware drawer. Again, it's just been very disorganized. So I'm just going to go through and put everything back where it belongs. In this drawer, I like to keep the things that I use on a pretty regular basis, and then some of the items that I don't use nearly as often, I'll actually keep in a different drawer. So these are actually holiday items that I'm going to put away. And then these two items I don't use on a regular basis, so I'm going to move those to the other drawer. I gave the stove and the fridge and the cabinets a quick wipe, and this is my clean, organized kitchen. It makes me so happy to see it looking like this. I'm finally caught up on dishes, and a clean kitchen just brings me so much joy. So I hope that you were able to get a lot done too. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you are on a roll and want to keep going, be sure to check out the rest of my playlist and get some extra motivation to keep you going as we declutter and organize our homes together. Be sure to like and subscribe down below before you go. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon in the next video.